Gadget Martian here in the line at Costco. As I come down to this, do all these people really need to get that toilet paper in the morning before it's all sold out? What did they do a month ago? I can't remember last time this many people lined up to go to Costco. And each one of us have to have these shopping carts because it promotes good social distancing. This is crazy. Take me back a month ago. I would have never believed my eyes. Anyways, this might be the new norm. Let's see how long it's going to take to get into this Costco. And hopefully there's some TP left. Gadget Martian here. How are ya? Well, just out here enjoying a nice day, getting a little bit of fresh air. Been cooped up in the house for quite some time during this whole quarantine situation. Quarantine number, I lost count. I don't know how many days we've been in quarantine. We're in the middle somewhere. So I just wanted to catch up, check in, give some updates. I am here at an undisclosed area, somewhere in the San Francisco Bay Area, pretty close to Colma, Daly City area. And just like other parts of the country, I've experienced unprecedented events. You know, events that you would not think of a month ago. Today I visited the local Costco and expecting maybe a lot of people are going to get there early, maybe to get their TP or supplies or whatever. And all of a sudden they hand you this shopping cart that you may or may not want, and they do some kind of social distancing practice by giving you this, cart. So I went ahead and took it and proceeded to stay in this long line, pretty long. But this has been one of the few times I've been to Costco, and it just seems like every week a lot of the businesses around here are taking drastic measures, stepping up the social distancing practice, and you can really see that around here. So just wanted to do some chores and stuff around the house, maybe get some food supplies and everything. So I've been to Target. Same thing, Target, except not as big of a line. It's usually around 20 people at any one given time that they're allowing, to travel through the store, and it's pretty good as far as you don't have so many people, aisle to aisle and row to row and stuff, and they're practicing the, normal routine type of situations where they are having, these markers on the floor when you're waiting in line, and all that type of stuff. A lot of the stores around here also have this plexiglass in front of the cashier, just so everybody is just having minimal exposure. Oh, by the way, if you see a coyote or something back here, usually even in the daytime we get coyotes out here in these parts of the woods. People are still going to gas stations, people are still going to banks, people are still going to those type of places. Not a whole lot of people at first when the quarantine started on the roads. You're kind of seeing a little more as time goes on, almost like people are getting a little more comfortable. But at the same time, you're also finding a lot more people with the masks, which are very good. At first I started off with mask. I was one of the earlier adopters of that. I figured may as well be safe. And there was about only a couple of people wearing masks. But now it's like almost every other person you see is wearing masks. They're handing you shopping carts already, squirted down with disinfectant and everything. So that's kind of the new norm around here, is that everything is, I don't want to say like a police state, but just everything is very structured, very formal, and people take this stuff seriously. If you get the person in front of you, if you get too close to them, they're all looking behind saying, what the hell? Why are you getting so close? So that's something to kind of get used to. So you kind of just want to have your own little space of 6 by 6 by 6 by 6, whatever, and just, you know, have that area at any given time. When you're going down aisles, you tend to kind of do the wide around somebody, not because they smell, but because they might be infected with this invisible enemy that everyone's so scared about. I try not to put the news on, just because, you know, it pollutes your mind, and they have kind of gloom and doom type situations going on the news with all the little stories. Some of those stories are, you know, exaggerated. Some of them maybe aren't exaggerated enough. So it's just a matter of making sure that if you do put the news on, just kind of do your own research to make sure that, you know, what you're reading and what you're hearing and what you're seeing and stuff is actually not being, you know, elevated in any way. Sometimes in isolation, you have your narrow vision. You kind of see what's going on in your world. And unless you spend a lot of time viewing the outside world from, you know, stuff you see on TV, it's very easy to kind of get caught up into your own world and your own lives and your own issues that you have going through. Right now, a lot of people are going through really difficult times because of their income just stopping. There's so many people in this country, in this world, that are just kind of living paycheck to paycheck. And you just figure and anticipate every week you're going to get that money rolling in. And then, of course, all of the social distancing and the scariness of just the whole, you know, scenario of there being this invisible enemy, this virus. And, you know, we tend to forget that, you know, we are blessed and we do have great things in our lives, and we've, you know, had an opportunity to do great things in our lives. But right now, there's just so much tragedy out there for families that are being affected, families that are being infected, families that are, you know, having to deal with grieving of their loved ones and everything. So, you know, I try in these videos to kind of be upbeat as much as possible, but, you know, really never forgetting, you know, and having passion and compassion for those people who are out there suffering right now. And some of us are a little more fortunate than others during this time. Some of us are a little more equipped. Some of us are not so equipped, and some of us are not so fortunate. So right now, I just like to, you know, recognize, you know, just all of the pain people are going through right now, and just, you know, just really just pray for them at this time. Be there for your family. If there's loved ones that you have, young, old, whatever the case be, that are right now need somebody to talk to, be there for them. This is, you know, one of those times where family is just very important, and it's important to, you know, to be there for family and friends, and, you know, as needed. And sometimes it just requires a little bit of reassurance during these trying times. So just, you know, hang in there. Continue to do all the type of stuff needed in order to protect yourself, to protect your family. I was driving Uber for a little while. I stopped in March. It just wasn't worth it, putting risk to my family, putting risk to myself. You know, you know, everyone's affected differently by this virus. So, you know, you have to think of not only yourself, but you have to think of others around you and stuff, and any potential danger that you're putting them. And not enough people think that, and not enough people are focused on maybe, you know, themselves, which, you know, for the most part, that's needed at times. But, you know, now more than ever is a time for us all to come together. So that's it. That's what's going on here. Just, you know, doing stuff around the house. I think the house has been cleaner than I've ever seen it before. And you're just kind of really sitting there trying to be productive. And I've kind of ran out of all, like, movies to watch and shows to watch and all that and everything. So I think phase 2 of the quarantine, I'm a little more productive. Today I'm actually on the roof trying to get some stuff done here as well. So just enjoying, you know, time with family is always important. That's one of the good things. What's happening now is a lot of people are kind of, you know, realizing, okay, these hectic careers and hectic schedule that everybody has been a part of. Now it's like, okay, slow down, enjoy time with family, enjoy time with friends, Of course, from a distance in most cases. But now, really just get back to that family way of life that so many of us have forgotten to do in the past with all of our busy schedules. So just wanted to check in. Everybody stay safe. Everybody stay clean. Everybody wash their hands. Everybody stay in public 6 feet from one another with gloves, mask, Lysol, disinfectant, whatever you got, and be safe out there. Gadget Martian checking in and checking out. Peace.